with Cardona.
I think Coach Otre is realizing that small lineup Barangay Ginebra is causing Talking-Tex a lot of problems, so he'll try to match up speed for speed.
Ranidel de Ocampo outside to Alapag. Castro. Oh, the Maestro extricating, but he will not get the basket.
Now back in the first half, Ronald Tubit and Sandy Salvacion both were scoreless. So Coach Joseph Chico is hoping that they explode here in the second half.
10 on the shot clock. Celina Cruz. Now the Saint with some hang time. One more try. Nope. And here come the white shirts. Talking-Tex on the run. Macmac. Cardona with a hook.
That's 8 points now for him.
He's got 8. And the lead cut to 11 points. 56 to 45.
Now Barangay Ginebra had the edge in fast break points in the first half, 8-2. But you would expect the Talking-Texers to really step on the gas in this half. They've got the depth to be able to do that.
Well, we have a report here from Chicky, who's at courtside. Chicky?
Thank you, Paolo. The first half stats is something that Coach Chot doesn't like to look at. The Talking-Texers shot 0 of 13 from three-point area and had one fast break attempt only in the first half. Here in the second half, message of Coach Chot was simple. Ginebra didn't make major adjustments. We just don't want to play defense. So make stops and take away their layups. Going over to Ginebra, wish of the coaching staff is for the Gin Kings to continue their first half performance here in the second, specifically their defense on Castro and Alabag, their transition game, and lastly, their good free throw shooting. Paolo?
All right, thank you, Chicky. So, coaches have spoken. Coach Chot is keeping it simple.
That's right, they need to play good defense. That's what he was saying. And for Barangay Ginebra to score 56 points, that's something that's in the back of Coach Chotres's mind. But a flop there has been called on Ronald Tubid, and he continues to play defense against Macmac Cardona.
Kevin White fouling Alapag.
And that's an interesting matchup. Kevin White was actually a second-round draft choice of Talking-Tex last August. Didn't make the team. Found himself in the roster of Barangay Ginebra. His mother is Jimmy Alapag's sister. So he's Kevin Alapag White. And now he's guarding his uncle.
Well, they're matched up here, but down low it's Ranidel taking Enrico Villanueva at the post. So Talking-Tex scoring on 4 points, and an early timeout called by Coach John Uchico at the 10:05 mark. He'll talk things over with his guys. Third quarter action here. Barangay Ginebra with the basketball. Here's Villanueva outside to Tubid. Short on the attempt, but Salvacion was there. In an early timeout called here by Coach John Uchico Quinito, as Talking-Tex scoring 4 quick points to start the third quarter.
That's right, and those 2 baskets that Talking-Tex scored were hardly contested. And I think that's what Coach Joseph Chico wanted to remind his players, that you've got to contest, you've got to challenge it. Kevin White just gave up the foul on the shot. It'll be a 3-point play opportunity here for his uncle, Jimmy Alapag.
Tito Jimmy.
Not a good sign here for Barangay Ginebra. And Eric Menk checking in, JJ Helterbrand. So, you know, I think that Coach Joseph Chico has a lot of aces up his sleeves. I mean, in the first half, you remember Cyrus Baguio at 8 points. He only played 5 minutes in that entire first half.
Well, interesting, and we'll see how the players are continued to be paced here as we turn you over now to Cheska at courtside.
You guys were talking about Jimmy and Kevin earlier on. Well, you know what? Jimmy, like, part of him is really happy that Kevin is playing for Ginebra and doing well, but the other part sees only yellow and blue during the game, so whoever the opponent is, he's going to do his best to stop whoever they are. Now, Kevin and Jimmy actually have a joke that they're still family, except on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Paolo and Quinito?
Okay, and today is a Wednesday, so... Oh, and Alapag now with a 3-pointer. Talking-Tex making a run here. Only a few minutes gone by in the third quarter, and already this lead is chopped down to 5 points.
You know, Alapag went scoreless in the first half. The same thing with Ronald Tubid. And I think Alapag has now answered the bell here waxing hot, but
What a pass.
not yet too big.
What a pass by Alapag to Harvey Carey, and what a comeback by Talk and Text. With still 8:37 in the third quarter, now it's only down to a 3-point lead for Ginebra, 58-55. Well, for our sports fans out there, get a chance to win their exclusive and limited 20 and 10 PBA calendar featuring your favorite PBA players and the girls of Solar TV when you watch the PBA games live at the venue.
Harvey Carey with a putback.
So Talk and Text is fighting back here, Ganito.
They're on a rampage, and everything is fueled by that full court press, and they're making it difficult now for Barangay Ginebra to get the easy open shots.
And what a comeback. The halftime lead for Barangay Ginebra stood at 13 points. We're still over 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter, and already it's chopped down to just a single 1-point lead.
There's JJ Helterbrand answering back. But he never needs to play that tough defense that it showed in the first half. Here in the second, Jimmy Alapag has been unbelievable here, but he got that offensive foul.
A little bit too eager for the Mighty Mouse. He'll pick up a foul.
And again, that full court press. And you know, they're not just pressing one-on-one, they're looking to trap. So they're looking to create turnovers in the backcourt. And Menk doesn't know what to do with the ball.
Eric Menk.
He has to cross. Uh-oh.
Gets it over. Now Intal.
You see the pressure.
Yes, definitely has tightened up here, Ginito.
And only 13 seconds left on the clock of Barangay Ginebra. In the backcourt on the tap out.
Again, almost an interception. So Talk and Text putting the clamps on Barangay Ginebra.
Oh, this is a suffocating type of defense that we're seeing from Talk and Text. And Barangay Ginebra needs to keep its composure here.
Eric Menk outside to Intal, top of the key. Another stop for the white shirts. A loose ball foul called on Eric Menk. 7:30 in quarter number 3. Talk and Text looking to close it out and advance to the next round. Barangay Ginebra looking to stay alive.
And the ball tapped out by Tubit. You know, pace is so important in this game, Paolo, and I think right now Talk and Text has some momentum because they're stepping on the gas, they're playing fast break, and Ginebra really needs to slow things down and force Talk and Text to play the half court.
Inside to Ranidel, now Cardona sizing it up,
yes.
And the 3-point bomb on the way for Mac.
And the score is tied. That time Talk and Text played the half court really well. Went to the outside shot and found Mac Cardona, who, as I said, is due to explode.
And we're all tied up here at 60 all. Talk about firepower. Talk and Text has loaded it up here in the third quarter. And then another possession. Castro on the run. They go to Ranidel de Ocampo. The basket and one for Ranidel.
And what passing here. Jimmy Alapag with a nice pass. Good recognition. He knew that Ranidel was coming from the outside and he was going to cut strong in the inside. You watch this right here. The extra pass and a no-looker to Ranidel de Ocampo. He will go to the line.
Otubid was inside the no-charge zone. So De Ocampo looking to complete this 3-point play, and all of a sudden, this is a 16-point turnaround in the third quarter. Talk and Text now on top by 3.
That's unbelievable. This blitzkrieg staged by Talk and Text. Third quarter field goals. You see what Talk and Text has done. 8 out of 11. Getting a lot of shots from the inside. Getting fast break opportunities. And jumping the gun on Barangay Ginebra early in the second half.
Meanwhile, Eric Menk gets fouled on his way to the basket. This will be only a side court inbound.
Doug Kramer watching.
The other players alongside.
Paulo Bugia.
Yes. Eric Menk. Lefty is good. So here, this will stop the bleeding for Barangay Ginebra. But they're still down a point.
2-3 zone defense by Barangay Ginebra.
Carry to De Ocampo.
Oh, yes.
So much confidence in that shot. And look at this. De Ocampo already with 7 points in the third quarter.
A total of 15 for De Ocampo. And he has found the antidote for that 2-3 zone defense of Barangay Ginebra.
Yes.
Yeah, Eric Menk is really fighting for every possession here. He's giving it his all, playing with a lot of guts and heart.
Well, Yancy Ranidel rather would pick up foul number 4 at this point of the ball game. So Ali Peak will now give De Ocampo a rest here.
And that's a break for Barangay Ginebra. De Ocampo has been red hot here in the third period.
Willie Wilson outside to JJ Helderbrand, 17-footer, nope. Barangay Ginebra having problems offensively in the third. Eric Menk keeping it alive, and Major Payne with the basket and 1.
14 points and counting here for Eric Menk.
That's his first foul, 4.
And we said it at the top of the coverage, this is going to be a war in game number 3. Both teams really with fighting for a cause, and Eric Menk will try to complete the 3-point play.
Well, Menk is getting good offensive rebounding position. He's getting also a lot of support from Willie Wilson.
Menk now with 15 markers in the ball game. Cardona. Now Castro inside the peak. Ali Peak, jump hook is good.
Oh, yes. That's a tough shot by Ali Peak off that zone defense.
Protogetex has managed to get it inside in the paint. JC Intal. Strong move to the basket, and he'll troop to the line for 2.
You know, for Barangay Ginebra, they need to go back to what they did in the first quarter. They were aggressive going to the hole. They got Dokintex in early foul trouble. They went to the line a lot of times. That's something that they need to repeat here in the second half to try to get back on track.
Here's our KFC delivery assist of the quarter. Going inside, Alapag to De Ocampo to complete the play. Enjoy watching the PBA with finger licking food. Just dial 887-8888.
Cupid, by the way, is back on the bench. And now you see this half-court pressure defense here by Barangay Ginebra. And they settle into a 2-3 zone defense after the free throw.
Cardona, Captain Hook.
They had to change his shot because of that backline 3-man defense.
Harvey carries called for the foul, and a good shot. Reyes doesn't want to see it.
Bewildered.
So we'll walk back the other way as Talking Text is now in the penalty with 4:39 remaining in the third period.
Willie Wilson, hard-nosed defender, good rebounder for a guard who stands 6'1" and 1/2.
And we have our KFC Crush mates here today. Enjoy watching the PBA games with your friends. And of course our new KFC Crushers now with new flavors. Barangay Ginebra with a 2-point advantage.
That half-court defense of Barangay Ginebra slows down the offense of Talking Text. Almost a steal.
Jason Castro to Cardona.
Oh, yes. He's always there for the bailout.